When arriving in a new country, the first thing to do is the captain has to check in at immigrations and customs.
It went super smooth, but there's always a twist when it's French, because I have to enter everything on a computer. But the keyboard, all the dices were different places. So Q&A was swapped, so I felt like 2 years sitting again. That's fun. Yeah.
The next thing on the to-do list is usually finding a supermarket to provision, especially when you're coming from an island as Barbados, which has very limited grocery options. And after checking in and spending a small fortune in the local supermarket, it's time for some fun and then exploring the area. Martinique was discovered by Columbus in 1502 and was inhabited by native Indians. But during the 17th century, it was colonized by the French Compagnie des Îles d'Amérique. In 1635, the King Louis made the use of slaves legal in the French Antilles, resulting in an intense period of colonization, ending with the eradication of the native people in 1660. From 1794 to 1815, where the French Revolution occurred. But since 1846, Martinique has been officially French and a French region since 1982. Verdens bedste gæster. Så er hele båden sproget.
Det er så fedt.
Going on an expedition to the desert here in Martinique. It's gonna take a few hours to walk there. Og så regner det lidt mere. Okay. Welcome to the desert of Martinique. Petrified desert. Savane de petrification. Du skal ikke svømme med rygsækken. Kom bare, Bambi, isen er sikker. And on the other side of the desert, we have water. It's beautiful. And after a great long walk to the petrified desert, it was time for a nice barbecue on the beach with our friends from Globe. Off the southern point of Martinique is the Diamond Rock. In 1803, the British occupied this small rock island to control the canal between the rock and Martinique. The cave was used as living quarters, and the cannon was placed all over the rock, making it impossible for the French people to sail to Fort de France. For 17 months, they were successful in keeping up the occupation of this fort, and on February 7th in 1804, Admiral Hood officially commissioned the rock as a sloop of war under the name HMS Diamond Rock a stone frigate. Royal Navy ships was even required to show proper respect when passing the island, with the bridge saluting and the crew standing on deck while passing by. On May 1805, the French finally succeeded in recapturing it with the use of only 16 ships. Girls just had a dive. There's coral reefs all over this place. Jeg drejer ikke bare rundt. Så drejer vi den rigtige vej. Everyone got wet.
Se, hvad vi har fundet. Det er pink.
Ja. Ja.
Her kan han ikke mere.
Hey Piggy.
No.
We made it up as far as we could through the track. A French guy named Eric came and told us we are not allowed to go any further because it's dangerous, that the rocks will slide and we will get injured. So we are happy with just this viewpoint, and then we hiked back down through the bushes. This is just the coziest little town. So pretty and colorful. Port de France arriving. The first time we sailed to Fort de France, we walked the city to the highest point to get a look at the great view of the city. By now, most of you might have noticed that we like to sing, and somehow alcohol and sing stars go hand in hand and almost always ends up being a lot of fun. But there's always a morning after, and usually it involves boat projects. Our old watermaker broke down and we replaced it with a new one that makes 150 liters per hour.
This is the high pressure pump. It converts the water pressure from 10 psi to 1000 psi on this one.
That's a lot. The new watermaker is being installed. Out with the old one, in with the new.
The goal is to fit it in here.
Yeah.
And I regret that already. I put that goal up. But...
Is it working?
The primer pump.
Prepping for Sebastian's birthday party. He requested pancakes, so that's what he's getting. We're on our way to Port de France. Today we're gonna go see a waterfall and whatever he wants, basically.
I dag er det Sebastians fødselsdag. Hurra, hurra, hurra. Han sikrer sig en gave for, som han har ønsket sig i år.
Kan du se noget? Og så kan man rigtig tørre på cake.
Og du er trukket efter gummibåden, mens du ligger på det.
Det er slet ikke sådan et... det er jo... Man kan lige nå at se prinsessen i 5 sekunder.
birthday, we're going to see a waterfall.
Det betyder ikke hund, det betyder hvor. Ja, så det kan gå cirka 6 gange, nej 3 gange. Åbenbart.
Hey Sebastian,
Ja.
i dag er det i dag.
Min fødselsdag!
Og hvor er vi på vej hen?
Vi er på vej op til et vandfald, og det bliver den bedste fødselsdag i mit liv indtil videre. Jeg går og spiser, mor.
Mhm.
Mor,
Fødselsbarn.
der er der går heroppe af.
Ja, det er dit fødselsdagsønske, så det gør vi.
Det var mit fødselsdagsønske. Ja, det er for eksempel, mor.
Er det 9 år, så det skal ikke rigtig meget?
Ja, mor.
Okay.
Jeg tror ikke, den er tur. Hvor er vandfaldet?
Der er lige lidt der. On Sebastian's birthday, we hiked about 1.5 hours into the tropical forest to the Cascade de Couleuvre, the most stunning hike of the trip. And the reward was amazing.
Mor, men jeg kan ikke det her.
Han sikrer sig en gave for, som han ønsker sig, og med dejlig chokolade og kager til. In the next episode, Torben and the crew takes the really challenging but also stunning hike up the top of the volcano Mount Pelée, and we also find new lovely anchor spots as we keep exploring Martinique. Thank you for watching. See you next time.